Welcome to my next episode of podcast From Stress to Success Blueprint with your host, Lolita Guarin. I'm a stress management expert and 4 times best-selling author. I mostly talk about stress and how to manage it in your workplace and how is where's that stress coming from and why you behave the way you behave and how to manage that and all kinds of things like this. So today I want to talk to you about Marshmallow Test. Have you heard of it? So basically, it goes like this. Back in the 50s or 60s, I don't really remember what day it was and who really did it, but I don't think it really matters. So the whole test was involving toddlers mostly. And so there will be a child that left in the room. It will be given a sweet or like a marshmallow, hence the marshmallow test. And the adult will tell them that if you have patience and you will wait until I come back, I'll give you the second marshmallow. And then they will wait 2, 3 minutes or whatever time that was. And they will watch what the child will do. If the child would eat the marshmallow before the doll comes back, well, then they will be labeled all those kids who don't have patience. Hence, they will not be, good in saving money, and they will not be so successful in life, and kind of all of those labels. And when I find this out the first time, it really triggered me. It triggered me because I was one of those children that have no patience. Like, seriously, I want things done very quickly. And if I hear about something that I can implement, I'm going to go do it right now. And I do understand a lot of times being so compulsive is really not a good idea. It's not a good idea to have no patience, although I do have a lot of patience for a lot of things. So it's not like I don't have patience at all. And so when I was writing the book, Stress Management for Adult Children of Alcoholics, and I was looking into this marshmallow test, I was just so delighted to finally hear that somebody else did that test again. And to be honest, probably there were many more times that somebody did that test, but they made a little adjustment to that test. And that's the part that I love the most. So the test will be something like that. They will um, tell the child that they're asking the child to do something. Let's say I draw a picture and they will give them a paper, but they will not give them the crayons. And then the adult will say, okay, sit tight, I'll be back and I'll bring you crayons. Or they will be promised to bring a sticker or something. Basically, there was something for child to do, and the adult was telling them that they will bring them tools to perform the job. Well, after a few minutes, adult will come back to the room, but would not have any crayons or stickers or anything that was promised to a child. And then after this, maybe they'll bring the crayons, maybe they'll bring just not quality crayons or bring no crayons at all. Then they will give the marshmallow test. The same one that they're supposed to be sitting and waiting for that second marshmallow to come. So the findings were amazing. Turn out that group of kids that were treated first with the test where they had to perform a job and the adult really did not deliver the promise, they were really badly failing on the marshmallow test. So to my biggest rejoicement, is that even a word? When I heard about that, I rejoiced that finally, the answer was given by the second test, because it all depends what environment the child is. So now I want you to ask yourself, what environment did you grow up in? Were you always trusting the adults that you were with? Were there always promises kept? Were you always feeling supported? We always knew that whatever something happens, the adults will be there to give you support, and emotional and physical, financial, whatever support that you need that moment. Were you really supported? Because you see, I grew up in that kind of environment that, you don't know what things is going to happen. And I was not fully supported emotionally. Um, and hence, I would be failing that marshmallow test. Because for me, the adults, when I was growing up, were failing me over and over and over. So if you're an adult that grew up in that kind of environment, then you will not be trusting people. You will be eating that marshmallow as soon the door closes, because you will be thinking, I have no idea is that adult will be coming back and giving me the second marshmallow, especially when they already failed me on the crayon test. So if you're now thinking about what your chocolate look like, how well you trust other people, then also at the same time ask yourself, are you very super independent? Are you afraid to ask other people for help? Do you think to yourself, no, I am the only person that can perform this job the best? Then you probably have issues with asking for help. And guess what happens? When you are not asking other people for help, you get burned out and stressed out. So delegation is extremely important. But even small things that can help you, well, to have more time and more energy, because we live in a group and we can have a lot of support from other people if we ask for that. So ponder about it. Think about it. How well are you trusting other people? And then we can work on that when you identify it. Please leave me a comment below and tell me, how well do you trust people? Would you be failing a marshmallow test? And if you're watching this on YouTube, please like my video and subscribe. And if you're listening to the podcast, yes, subscribe as well. My name is Lolita Guarin, and I see you in the next episode.